Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another broadcast of The Weekly with me, Neff. Please subscribe to the channel and share this video with a couple of family members, friends, and colleagues. I appreciate the support. Big movie coming out, not next week, but the week after, One Battle After Another, starring Leonardo, DiCaprio, Benicio del Toro, along with some other talented actors. And this is a film from Paul Thomas Anderson, so a big director in Hollywood known for putting together great projects. The embargo has lifted on this film, and apparently the reviews are looking good. This is a film that I've been, I'd say, moderately excited for, and I'm going to be watching. This is releasing on the 26th of September. And I think it'll be a different film, very unique, but solid work overall, so let's read into it. Embargo lifts on One Battle After Another, major Oscar contender. Raves keep coming in. The social media embargo has lifted for the first reactions to Paul Thomas Anderson's One Battle After Another, and they are glowing. The film is projected to open at $25 million, but with reactions like these and rave reviews incoming, can Warner Brothers keep its 2025 streak alive with an 8th straight $40 million plus debut at the box office on opening weekend? This one would absolutely have to be driven by word of mouth momentum, obviously. I'd say more of an auteur project. I think it runs about 2 hours and 40 minutes. It's a different type of film, right? And so I think one thing that the audience members that are going to watch this film, one, you have an appreciation for cinema, right? And obviously an appreciation for acting. It's not going to be a high-flying superhero movie. It's not going to be like Transformers or anything like that. Probably not a ton of action. I think the dialogue is going to be heavy. Obviously, I think the cinematography is going to be on point. And, of course, the acting is going to be on point and just the direction of the story overall. But, like I said, this does have a possibility of doing well. I think the only thing that could take away from this film, not so much the marketing. I think the marketing has been good up until the release of the film, right? Good trailers, good posters, looks very interesting. The cast helps as well, but I think that runtime could hurt this film overall. 2 hours and 42 minutes, almost an endurance film at this point in time. And so if you don't have that visual spectacle, it kind of makes it tougher for your audience to be engaged unless the film is just that good. But like I said, this is going to be one that I'm excited for. So definitely a movie that, you know, I think is going to be interesting to me. Loosely based on Vineland, Anderson's film stars Leonardo DiCaprio as a washed-up revolutionary forced to rescue his teenage daughter when an old enemy resurfaces. That's played by Sean Penn. The ensemble includes Sean Penn, Benicio del Toro, Regina Hall, Tiana Taylor, and newcomer Chase Infinity. Earlier press reactions have only fueled the hype. IndieWire's Dave Elric called it the best American movie released by a major studio since 2010, while critic Brett Arnold wrote, "I laughed out loud throughout, probably Anderson's funniest film, and by the end I was crying. Sean Penn deserves the Oscar." Slash Films' Chris Evangelista described it as the modern American nightmare and VistaVision, so very good approach there when it comes to filming. While the New York Times' Kyle Buchanan positioned it as an Oscar frontrunner, potentially the film to finally land PTA a Best Director award. Not every take has been ecstatic, though. Grace Randolph admitted she hated it at first, but later reconsidered singling out Benicio del Toro for awards attention, so supporting role there for him. Still, the overwhelming consensus positions One Battle After Another as one of 2025's best films. Absurdism, emotional heft, and PTA pushing into blockbuster territory with car chases and shootouts. We shall see how the actual reviews go. The embargo officially lifts on September 17th. One Battle opens on September 26th via Warner Brothers. And so, ladies and gents, yes, we're going to keep our eyes on this, obviously. I'll be looking at the reviews heavily, but won't be spoiling the film. Obviously, don't want to ruin it for myself or anybody else. But let's read a couple posts about this film. Let's at least read two here. So this is from Showbiz 411. Warner Brothers caps off an incredible year with a sensational adaptation of Gonzo Thomas' Fincone novel by Paul Thomas Anderson. One Battle After Another is thrilling, funny, and insightful. DiCaprio and Penn are sublime. So is the Johnny Greenwood score. This is big, kids. No kidding. This is from Jess Hassinger. Review of One Battle After Another coming next week, but I loved it. DiCaprio's performance in particular. It's so interesting to see him channel his reputation for actorly exertion into roles that take both comic and dramatic advantage of that sweaty quality. And so some reviews there, I'm not going to go through a lot here, at least 10 to talk about, but going to keep that close to the belt there. Obviously, I'm going to be looking at Rotten Tomatoes to see what the people are saying, not just the critics, and I'm going to have my review for the film once the film does release. As you know, going through that copyright strike nonsense at this point in time, and so when that lifts, you're going to be getting a lot more videos coming out, but I'm still going to be dropping in and letting you know about films that I'm excited for and films that are coming up in the next coming weeks. Going to have a 4-week run here We have him, One Battle After Another, Anemone starring Daniel Day-Lewis coming out of retirement for that film. And then we have Tron Ares. So 4-week run there. And so we'll be talking heavily about these films, but him, definitely something I'm excited for the most out of this month, and then One Battle After Another right after that. Ladies and gents, comment down below what you think about this news. Let me know if you're going to be watching this film and if you've heard of this film. Link for the trailer is going to be down in the description. Like I said, I got my ticket for it, but I want to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Ring the bell for notifications, and be safe. It's Neff signing off.